Andrew Carlssin. The man from the year 2256. A time traveler with a passion for history. Well, history from his perspective anyways, present day to you and I. It all started on January 28, 2003, when Weekly World News reported that a man named Andrew Carlssin had been arrested by the FBI for Securities and Exchange Commission violations. The charge? For making 126 high-risk stock trades and for being successful on every single trade. It was said that he started with an initial investment of $800 and made a fortune of over $350 million. He claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2256. Upon making bail, he had promptly disappeared. FBI says, "We're still trying to ferret out the source of it in trading. He will remain in prison until we obtain such information." During 4 hours of interrogation, Carlssin claims that he is a time traveler, a person from 2256. He said, "I cannot help myself, and I have been trying to look natural to make me lose a little here, a little there. But it seems I get carried away with the atmosphere." He admitted that he came from the year 2256, in which knowledge of the stock market volatility is something normal, that everyone who knows the history of the stock market can take advantage of it. This all took place in 2003, and as we all know, the global financial collapse happened in 2008. Seems to me that he was 100% correct with this claim. When asked, Carlssin refused to tell the location of the time machine or discuss how it works for fear the technology could fall into the wrong hands. A source from the SEC admits that no one can trace the origins of Carlssin before December 2002. It is as if he never existed. From our timeline maybe? However, the story of Carlssin does not stop there. The story suddenly disappeared and was never referred to again. No media is covering it again. The SEC and the FBI even then denied that they ever caught Carlssin to begin with. His lawyer said that Carlssin supposed to meet him at the court hearing on April 2, 2003, but he did not show up. Stories about Carlssin that claim to come from the future stems from news in tabloid Weekly World News on February 25, 2003, which was later quoted by leading media outlets like Yahoo News. In a subsequent article dated the 29th of April 2003, Weekly World News wrote that they were able to interview Carlssin via telephone and said that he was in Toronto and was setting up a company that will go public in 2007. Carlssin admitted that on March 29, 2003, he was released by the FBI on the kindness of a stranger who gives bail of $1 million. At the time of his arrest in 2003, the 44-year-old Carlssin. However, Carlssin said that until now, he does not age at all. When asked what he did during his years lost, he replied, "No comment." And about the furor it caused, Carlssin said, "Timing is everything and everything happens according to his time. I'm here now. So this is my time." Many people to this day do not believe that one can travel through time or time travel. But the physicists do not agree with them. Students at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the best science and technology universities in the world, have convened physics by inviting all those who claim to come from the future. Einstein and Hawking, two of the greatest physicists of all time, believing that people can take a trip through time. Even Einstein recognizes time travel as an idea which applies to his theory of relativity. Other hemisphere, precisely in Geneva, CERN, the European Nuclear Physics Organization, is conducting an experiment to make mini black holes that can be applied to travel across time. And of course CERN recklessly considering that they are not an organization that invented the Internet, World Wide Web. John Titor, mysterious one purporting to be from the year 2036, claimed that he came from the future via the two mini black holes. Not quite up there. Ronald Mallett, a professor of physics at the University of Connecticut, has used Einstein's equations and the laser beam to create a time machine. Even Professor Mallett predicted that within 10 years, mankind has been able to find a time machine that can be used for time travel. Regarding the story Carlssin, some suspicion arose that this story is purely engineered Weekly World News, given the usual tabloid reported strange tales and apocryphal. But until now, there was never any clarification of the tabloids about the truth of the news. The FBI and the SEC has denied the news and said that the story was a pure joke. On March 31, 2006, Carlssin resurfaces. In an exclusive interview, Carlssin, speaking on the record, tells all. His only conditions were that his exact location not be revealed and that the name of his new company not be disclosed until it goes public, which he predicts will be in 2007. Andrew Carlssin is alive and well and living in the Toronto area. "I don't know what all the fuss was about," said Carlssin. "The authorities and I came to a mutual understanding and I was released to leave the country." Carlssin states that he works in the oil industry and is developing equipment to extract oil from the Alberta tar sands. Carlssin claims that Alberta sits atop the biggest petroleum deposit outside the Middle East, and that 300 billion barrels a day can be recovered. Until now there has been a catch. Alberta's oil isn't the stuff that geysers up from the ground. It is mixed with tar and sand and is almost impossible to extract economically. Carlssin states that he had invented a process that filters out the tar and sand, and the oil recovered is the richest and cleanest in the world. The process, which he named Carlsinicity, extracts the oil for a cost of only $1 per barrel and does not pollute the atmosphere. He claims to be very excited about the project and foresees his invention revolutionizing the world and the way we perceive oil. "It's as easy as making a pot of coffee," he added. In concluding the interview, Carlssin added, "Oil is not the product of dead dinosaurs. It is the biological breakdown of renewable organic matter, the blood and energy of the planet. Every school-age child knows this, or will. But what do we make of all of this? Could it be true? Could this man really have been from the year 2256? Let's examine some of the facts of the story. No one can trace the origins of Carlssin before December 2002. Disappeared after making bail. Turned $800 into $350 million in a short period of time. A company was supposed to be set up in 2007, but nothing has surfaced. Well, nothing that I can find anyways. You be the judge. Is it real? Is it not? Either way, never forget to question everything.